Chosen ones, pay close attention. You just shattered someone's entire reality without even realizing it. Their hidden plan, all the tricks they were setting up behind your back, fell apart in a second, and you didn't even lift a finger. Someone's panicking right now, because the fake life they built through lies and manipulation is burning to the ground. You weren't supposed to make it this far. You weren't supposed to rise, but your energy was too solid, too calm, too pure to stop. There's someone from your past in the middle of this. Someone who once wanted to be close to you but never had the chance. Someone who thought they had you all figured out. They remembered you as someone who led with your heart, open, kind, always giving chances. They assumed that version of you was still around, but things didn't go the way they expected. The story twisted. A family member, someone you should have been able to trust, started pulling strings behind the scenes. Instead of supporting you, they were playing against you. Why? Because this person from your past became obsessed. They craved your attention so badly it became impossible to ignore. They tried to chase you down, tried to get close, tried to make themselves matter in your life again. But the truth is, you had no interest in them anymore. That obsession turned dark. So a plan was made, something sneaky, manipulative and twisted. Little bits of info started making their way to that person from your past. Suggestions were dropped, ideas were planted. If they could control you again, if they could get a hold of your energy, that would prove something. That would earn them a spot in some secret group, one that promised power, safety and control. And that family member knew the whole thing was a setup. They knew it would fail. That was the entire point. Both of you were meant to lose. This person from your past was meant to be embarrassed and shut out, and your fall was supposed to be part of it too. Why? Because jealousy couldn't be handled. Because your light made someone else feel small. Because your growth made someone else's emptiness harder to hide. But you're not that same person anymore. The healing you've done, it's deep. While they were planning behind your back, you were growing. While they were trying to figure out how to trap you, you became too strong to touch. And here's where it gets even crazier. There's an entire group watching you now. You're on someone's radar, not because you did anything to anyone, but because your existence challenges everything they stand for. They see you thriving, growing, healing, without needing to control anyone else. And it shakes their entire system. That person from your past, they went looking for advice. They found someone who claimed to know energy work, someone who supposedly understood how to manipulate energy. They asked how to take control again, how to bind you, how to get into your space. The answer they got: walk away, don't do it. They were told that the healing you've done has placed a shield around you. Your heart can't be touched. Your energy can't be controlled, and if someone tries, the backlash would be brutal, so much so recovery wouldn't be possible. But they didn't listen. Desperate people never do, so they kept asking around, looking for someone who would tell them what they wanted to hear, someone who would give them the ritual, the steps, the formula that would work. And finally they found someone who said yes. Instructions were given. Step by step, they were told to target your heart space. That's where they thought you were still open. They needed to make you feel off balance. They needed to access your dreams, create fear, bring back old pain, make you feel weak again, create self-doubt. Then once you were thrown off, the binding could begin. They thought they were being clever. The timing was set. Everything was planned, from the energy work to the involvement of the family member who didn't even realize they were being used as a pawn. Sabotage was disguised as support. Bad advice was dressed up to look helpful. And then came the moment they went all in. Every tactic they had, they used. They tried to hit your heart. They tried to bring back your old pain. They tried to shake your peace. They sent energy to get into your dreams, to trigger your past, to make you question yourself. But what actually happened? Nothing. Maybe you felt a little off at first. Maybe the air felt strange for a second. Maybe your emotions were heavy for a moment. But then you did what you always do now. You cleansed. You protected. You grounded yourself. You called in your light. And just like that, the energy passed. It didn't land. It didn't stick. Like smoke, it disappeared. Here's the thing about energy attacks. When they hit someone who's truly protected, they don't just vanish. That energy has to go somewhere. And when it hits someone whose light is too strong, whose vibration is too high, whose boundaries are locked in, it backfires. But not just a little, it comes back with force, doubled, tripled. The fear they meant to put in you, now they feel it. The sealed it. The theorem they wanted you to have, now it's in their own head. The instability they tried to bring into your life, now it's tearing their own life apart. And they know something's wrong. They can feel it. Sleep doesn't come easy. Their thoughts are a mess. Everything feels like it's falling apart. Opportunities slip through their fingers. Mistakes pile up. And deep inside, they know why. They know they crossed a line. They know this happened because of what they tried to do to you. But it's deeper than that. That family member, the one who helped push this plan forward, they're caught up in it too. When people try to mess with others using spiritual energy, cords get created, invisible connections form. That person has been trying to keep tabs on you, watching, spying, even in their dreams, trying to see what you're doing, where you're going, how you're moving. But in doing that, they tied themselves up. They trapped their own spirit. Now both of them are stuck. Both of them are spinning out. Both of them are sinking fast. And now the consequences are rolling in. Unexpected problems start showing up. Everything that used to be stable is now shaky. Life throws challenge after challenge. And it's all because they played with things they didn't really understand. But that's not even the worst part. There's something else coming. Bigger. Both of them can feel it. Like a storm that's almost here. Like thunder in the distance. Like the ground shifting before something big happens. They try to ignore it. They hang out with friends. They laugh. They pretend everything's fine, but that fear is there. It's heavy. It sits in the background like a weight they can't shake. They know something's coming. They just don't know what or when. But they know it has something to do with you. They know it started when they crossed a boundary they should have never touched. You didn't get saved by chance. This wasn't some random lucky break. This wasn't angels swooping in last second. Yes, you're protected. Yes, there are guides and higher forces looking out for you. But the truth is, you protected yourself. You did the work. You built something around you that can't be faked. Every time you chose healing over bitterness, a wall went up. Every time you chose growth over staying stuck, another layer got added. Every time you picked love instead of fear, your foundation got stronger. Every time you were real instead of pretending, your energy rose higher. That's how you created the protection that's around you now. Your heart, that's your first shield. That's why they targeted it. They thought you were still soft. They thought they could use your emotions to get in. They thought they could play on your old pain. What they didn't realize was how much work you've done. You cried the tears. You faced the dark. You healed the wounds. Your heart is still open, still soft, but it's no longer breakable. It's strong now. You still feel deeply. You still love honestly. But you're not easy to shake anymore. Those old tricks, they don't work. Your awareness, that's your second shield. You feel energy before it reaches you. Your instincts are sharp now. You can tell when something's off. You sense manipulation before it takes shape. Even if you don't know exactly what's going on, you know enough to protect yourself. You cleanse, you check in, you call in your power. That's what kept you safe. And your connection, that's your third shield. You've built a relationship with something beyond this world. You've learned to trust your path. You've learned to listen to your inner knowing. When you walk in alignment like that, lower energy can't survive around you. It breaks down the second it touches you, like darkness meeting light. But at the core of it all is your self-love. That's the base everything else sits on. You learned how to treat yourself with care. You set boundaries and didn't feel bad about it. You stopped questioning your worth. You accepted who you are. That love for yourself raised your frequency so high that attacks can't reach you anymore. They bounce off. They fall apart before they even touch you. Getting you back wasn't their only goal. Love or obsession weren't the only things driving them. This was about joining something bigger, a hidden group promising safety, power, and protection. But they had to prove themselves first. And the task: take you down, shut you up, make you small, show that you can be controlled. If they could do that, they'd earn a place. They'd be welcomed in, given resources, given power, given a way out of whatever fear they've been running from. They thought it would be easy. They remembered you when you were unsure of yourself, when you were still learning who you were. They had no idea how far you'd come, how strong you've become. The test failed completely, and not quietly. Everyone in that circle saw it happen. They couldn't do it. They couldn't touch you. They couldn't break you. And now they face the cost. They won't be allowed in. They won't be protected. They won't get the power they were promised. What they get instead is rejection, embarrassment, and something worse. Because when you fail that kind of test in that kind of group, it doesn't just end. There are penalties. There are consequences. And walking away isn't an option. They saw too much. They know too much. And they proved they were weak. And weakness, it's not accepted there. Now something is coming for them, not to welcome them, but to make an example of what failure looks like. Dear chosen ones, your love inspires us to create meaningful content just for you. If our efforts have touched your heart, you can show your support by clicking the super thanks button on your YouTube screen. Every bit of your kindness means the world to us and keeps us going. Thank you for being the amazing support system that you are. Now back to the topic. What looked like a smart move actually put a huge target on their back. Now they're caught between two dangerous forces: the blowback from the energy they sent your way, and the anger of the secret group they tried to join. Let's talk more about that family member, because they played a much bigger part than you may realize. They've been watching you closely for a long time, watching your healing, watching your growth, watching every step you took forward, and every bit of progress you made felt like a slap in the face to them. Not because you were doing anything wrong, but because they felt stuck. Their own life didn't move. Their own healing never happened. Their patterns stayed the same. They kept running in circles, never breaking out. Every step you took made their own pain louder. Your freedom made them feel more trapped. Your progress made them feel left behind. And instead of letting that push them to change, it turned into jealousy, into resentment, into anger. They wanted to see you fall, not because you hurt them, but because your rise reminded them of everything they weren't doing. Then came the obsession, but not with you, with that person from your past. They wanted their attention badly. They wanted to matter to them. They needed to feel chosen. But that person didn't want them, not even a little. Still, they couldn't let it go. They stayed fixated on you. They kept thinking about you, talking about you, dreaming about what it would be like to replace you in that person's life. And that drove the family member over the edge. They built a whole plan, a crazy, twisted one. They convinced that person from your past to come after you spiritually. They gave fake advice that looked helpful but was actually meant to sabotage the whole thing. They wanted both of you to fall. Their hope was that in the middle of your downfall they could slide in and become the hero, be seen, be wanted, be the one who finally mattered. But everything flipped. The energy work they used backfired badly. Now they're tied to the person from your past, through invisible cords that can't be broken. Their energy is stuck together now. And the worst part, the person they were obsessed with is now under attack from every side. It wasn't clever. It was a trap they set for themselves. Both of them are falling apart. Both of them are facing consequences that are way too big to handle. The family member is scared too, just like the person from your past. They both feel something coming, something they can't name, something they can't run from. They tried to tear you down to lift themselves up, but instead they destroyed their own lives. And you, pause, you didn't even have to fight. You just kept going. You kept healing. You kept growing. That alone was enough to blow their whole setup apart. Now these two are stuck, locked together by energy, by consequences, by something they never understood. And there's no way out. They can't leave each other. They can't escape what they've done. They're trapped in a loop that doesn't end. The person from your past never wanted the family member. Not before, not now, not ever, but now they're tied together in a nightmare. The family member wanted their love, and now they have their attention, but not the kind they hoped for. Now they share chaos, they share the fear, they share the fall. One is obsessed with the other is obsessed with you. And you're not thinking about either of them. You're living, you're rising, you're glowing like never before, and the light they tried to take, it's shining brighter than ever. They both feel it, they both see it, and they both finally understand. They'll never have you. That's the painful truth. The one from your past can't get you. The family member can't get them. Both sit stuck. Both mirror each other's failure. Every time they look at one another, they're reminded of what went wrong. They're reminded of how badly it all blew up. Now they're living proof of the plan that failed. They are each other's punishment. They are each other's karma. There's no way out. They tried to bind you, but they ended up bound to each other, to their own chaos, to the damage they caused. They're learning the hard way what happens when you go after someone who's already standing in their truth. When you try to trap someone who's already free. When you try to dim the light of someone who's learned to shine from inside. This wasn't just some basic attack. It wasn't random. It wasn't a simple trick. It was layered. It was planned. It was deep. The effort that went into it was serious. It came in stages. The first part was watching. They'd been monitoring you way longer than you think, taking notes, trying to find your weak spots, watching how you reacted to things, noticing your patterns, tracking when you were at your lowest, figuring out your rhythm, all to figure out when to strike. And the family member, they helped. They fed information. They gave out personal stuff, things you shared in private. They took those things and passed them along like weapons. That's the level of betrayal we're talking about. Things you thought were safe became tools used against you. Then came the next step, isolation. They tried to push you away from your support system. They whispered doubts, created confusion, tried to break up your connections. The plan was simple. If you feel alone, you'll be easier to target. But what they didn't count on was that your strength doesn't come from outside. You've built something inside that can't be touched. Even if everyone walked away, your inner world would still stand strong. But the attack didn't stop there. After isolation, they went for the dream space. They tried to get into your subconscious. They tried to send energy while you slept, make you dream about them, make you remember old feelings. They wanted to make you second-guess yourself, to think maybe you made a mistake by walking away. If they couldn't get past your waking defenses, they'd sneak into your dreams. That was the plan, but it didn't work. Your protection covers your sleep too. Your energy is so guarded now they couldn't find a way in. Then they tried to play on your emotions. They wanted to trigger your soft spots. They planned to come to you with a problem, something dramatic, something emotional, a made-up crisis. The goal was to pull on your heart, make you feel bad, make you feel like you had to help. They counted on your kindness. They thought they could use your compassion as the way back in. What they forgot is, kind doesn't mean blind. You've learned the difference between caring and being used. That door stays shut. And after all that came the last phase, the binding, the final step. Once they had you off balance, once they thought they could get in, they planned to tie you down, lock into your energy, attach to you in a way that you couldn't shake, make sure you couldn't ever fully move on. They saw you as a power source, a battery, someone to drain when they needed a boost. But none of it worked. Not one piece of the plan succeeded. Because you've moved so far past the old version of yourself, they couldn't reach you even if they tried. You're not in the same place anymore. It's like they brought weapons from an old war to a battle that already evolved. You've become light, and light can't be touched by shadows. That person from your past, they lost their shot. That secret group they were trying to get into, that door's closed now. The test was clear, and they failed it badly. They looked weak. They looked unprepared. They showed they couldn't handle the task. In places like that, Failure isn't just a problem, it's dangerous. They don't let people walk away who've seen too much. They don't allow mistakes to live. If you're seen as a risk, you get dealt with, and now that's their reality. And that family member, whatever fantasy they had in their head, it's gone. They thought they were the mastermind. They thought they were playing chess, moving pieces, controlling outcomes, but they ended up exposing themselves, showing who they really were, burning every bridge, ruining any trust they had left. People around you saw it. They know now. They know what this person is capable of. And once that kind of trust is broken, it never comes back. But here's the part they never thought about: what it means to lose access to you. You're not just another person. You're someone who brings peace into a room. Your presence changes energy. Being near you makes people feel better, lighter, more hopeful. They were around that, soaking it up without even realizing how much it helped them. Now that it's gone, they feel it. The light they didn't value is gone, and it's cold without it. They're out in the dark now, feeling the silence where your warmth used to be. It's like someone who lived next to the ocean and never really listened to the waves. Then one day, they move away, and suddenly, the quiet is too loud. That's what the person from your past is going through right now. The loss of something they never truly understood, and they're scrambling, trying to fill the hole, looking for other people, other experiences, anything to feel that light again. But nothing works, because what you have, pause, it's real, it's earned, it's not something that can be copied or faked. Everything else is just a dim bulb trying to pretend it's the sun, and the truth is, there's only one you. They lost something that can't be replaced, and deep down, they know it. If you feel this stirring inside you, drop 77 in the comments now. Let every other chosen one know that the shift has begun. Stay tuned, because what comes next will shake you to your core. Your decision not to let anyone control you, your ability to stay unshaken and out of reach. It's creating waves, and those waves are spreading way beyond just the ones who tried to come for you. Other people are watching, other people are starting to ask questions, other people are getting ideas. Someone else inside that same hidden group has already been having second thoughts. They've been feeling stuck, like they're trapped in something they can't get out of. But when they heard what happened with you, how none of the attacks worked, how the binding failed, how you stayed in your power, it made them think, if you could do it, maybe they could too. That's why you're seen as a real problem, not because you're going after anyone, but because the way you live shows people that there's another path, that healing is real, that freedom is possible. You're a living example that you can break out of toxic systems, that you can stop being manipulated, that you don't have to live in fear under someone else's control. You show that peace and power can come from within, and now others are starting to believe it too. Someone close to you has been watching you go through your transformation. They haven't said anything, but they saw you heal, they saw you grow, they saw how you started honoring your boundaries and choosing calm over chaos. It gave them courage. Your example gave them permission to face their own struggles, to start their own healing. That's the ripple effect of living in truth. You think you're just getting through your own stuff, but you're actually helping others shift their own lives. You're setting off changes that reach further than you know. Every time you choose yourself, someone else feels braver about choosing themselves too. Every time you stand firm, someone else realizes they can do the same. When you shine, you remind others that they have light in them as well. And the ones who came after you, they were trying to stop that. They weren't just trying to control you. They were trying to stop your light from spreading. They knew that if they could keep you down, they could stop others from rising too. If they could make you look like healing didn't work, that would keep others from even trying. If you stayed stuck, it would prove to others that staying small was the only safe choice. But you didn't stay small, you didn't let them take your light. You kept going, and now people are waking up. People are beginning to realize they've been lied to. They're questioning the way things have always been. They're seeing that maybe control isn't normal, that maybe toxic love isn't real love, that maybe it's okay to walk away. This is why the entire plan fell apart, because it wasn't just about you. It was about silencing your influence, shutting down your example, keeping hope out of reach for the ones watching your journey. You were the first domino. If they could make you fall, others would collapse too. But you didn't fall. You stood. You held your ground. And now the dominoes are going in the opposite direction, away from control and toward freedom. You didn't need to fight. You didn't yell. You didn't throw anything back. But your very being, your decision to stay in your light, blew their whole system apart. You stopped a plan designed to break you without even knowing all the details. That's how powerful you are now. Everything they tried was carefully planned. This wasn't random. It was detailed. It had steps. They studied you. They watched you. They tracked your moves. They tried to use everything they could. People, energy, emotion, timing. But it all failed. Every piece of the plan broke when it touched the strength you built. And not because you saw it coming and blocked it step by step, but because you're just not reachable like that anymore. You've grown beyond it. You're not the same person you used to be. Their old tricks don't work anymore. They threw everything at you. Their best advice, their most trusted rituals. They used all the energy work they could find. They even tried getting into your dreams, messing with your emotions, cutting off your support. They tried to tie you down permanently, but every single part of their plan fell apart. Not because you were fighting every move, but because the version of you that exists now is built on something so strong that their tactics can't even touch it. You've done the work. You've healed the wound. You've built real boundaries. You've raised your self-worth. You've built a connection to your true self so powerful that low energy just fades away before it can even get close. And now this is just the start. What you've just done is prove to yourself exactly what you're made of. You didn't just hope you were strong. You showed yourself in real time, under pressure, that you are. You've seen what you can handle. You've felt your own power. You've watched yourself stay grounded while others were breaking. Now you know who you are. Now you know what you're capable of. And what's coming next. Pause. It's a whole new level. You're about to step into a space where your thoughts shape things quickly, where your words matter more than ever, where your energy pulls things toward you with no resistance. You've done the inner clearing. You've become a clear channel. And now life can flow through you without a delay. You're in the space where ideas turn into action and dreams turn into reality. When that person from your past shows up again, and they will, you'll know exactly how to handle it. Not because I tell you what to do, not because someone else gives advice, but because you'll feel it deep inside. That inner knowing, the one you earned through everything you've been through, will speak to you. You'll feel in your body whether to respond or walk away, whether to offer grace or close the door for good. And whatever choice you make will be the right one, because you've built the strength to trust yourself now. Remember, what they really wanted was your energy. They wanted to wear your vibe like it was theirs. They wanted to glow like you without doing the work. They tried to take your light, drain your power, use you as a cover while they kept hiding in the dark. They wanted your energy to feed them. They needed you small so they could feel important. But none of it worked, because what you've built inside can't be taken. Who you are now is something you became through your own effort, through your own choices. That can't be stolen. That can't be copied. That can't be faked. You're not just protected. You're untouchable. And not because you built walls, not because you shut down emotionally, but because your energy has risen to a place where nothing low can survive near you. You're like the sun, and darkness can't do anything to the sun. It doesn't matter how much of it there is around you. It can't dim your shine. You're more than safe now. You're powerful. You're standing in who you are, walking your own path, living from your own truth. No one can tell you who to be. No one can pull you off your center. No one can shift you without your permission. This is real freedom. Not the kind that means no challenges, but the kind where you're unshaken no matter what happens around you. This is your moment. Everything you've been through, all the tears, the hard nights, the silent battles, they weren't for nothing. They were preparing you for what's about to open up in your life. You're about to be seen in a way you never have before. Your influence is going to stretch wider. Your presence is going to impact more people. And what you've built is going to last beyond your lifetime. You're not just helping yourself anymore. You're helping generations. You're ending old cycles. You're creating something brand new. Someone else may be panicking right now. The one who tried to harm you, who tried to use you, but that panic is the result of their own choices. It's not yours to carry. You don't need to feel bad for them. You don't need to step in. You don't need to shrink just because they're uncomfortable now. They had chances. They were warned. They knew better, and they went ahead anyway. Now they're feeling the results. That's not being cruel. That's how life works. Cause and effect. Balance. They sent out harm. Now it comes back. And you keep moving forward. Keep standing tall. Keep living honestly. Keep showing love without fear, because you now know that nobody can twist your heart again. Keep trusting your gut, because it's proven right time and time again. Keep knowing your worth, because you no longer need anyone to tell you who you are. You've earned all of this, every part of it. You didn't just survive, you transformed, you grew, you healed, you let go. You chose growth when staying stuck was easier. You chose love when bitterness could have taken over. You chose you, and in doing that you shook someone's entire world, just by being exactly who you were meant to be. In a world full of fake, being real is power. In a system built on lies, standing in truth is revolutionary. In a space ruled by darkness, shining your light is magic. You're that light now, so bright that nothing false can exist around you, so true that lies break down when they meet you, so full of energy that low vibes can't even get close. You didn't just survive an attack, you rose above it completely. You didn't just defend yourself, you became someone no attack can even touch. You didn't just win a small fight, you stopped a whole war without playing by their rules. You stepped into your own energy so fully, so completely, that nothing they tried could reach you. You became unreachable, not because you're hiding, but because you've grown too high to be touched. And this is only the beginning. Everything behind you was just preparation. Every test made you stronger. Every trial shaped you into someone who can now hold big blessings without breaking. You're ready now for the good things, for the recognition, for the respect, for the mission you've always known deep down was yours. This is your chapter now, the one where you're not just trying to get by, you're thriving. The one where you're not just defending your space, you're building your world. The one where you stop trying to prove anything and just live as your full self. The one where everything you've worked for comes together in ways bigger than anything you imagined. Because you're not just chosen, you're untouchable, you're unstoppable. You've become exactly who you were always meant to be, and now the world is about to see it too. If today's message resonates with your spirit, write 77 in the comments below and declare your readiness. This is your moment to show your strength, not just to yourself, but to the world. So my beloved chosen family, your love inspires us to create meaningful content just for you. If our efforts have touched your heart, you can show your support by clicking the super thanks button on your YouTube screen. Every bit of your kindness means the world to us and keeps us going. Thank you for being the amazing support system that you are. We're forever grateful for your love and encouragement. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.